Yahweh Shemel Shabrakathum, La Yashala. Imagine Panyakudam, which means to rise, stand up or rise to face the east. We are going to get into the Lord's Prayer. Repeat after me. In the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayat, Shabkat, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayat, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayat, Bashamayim, Nathalanawa, Lakum, Kol Yawan, Wasalakanawa, Kawawa, Nawa, Kasalakanawa, Kawawakinawa, Wala'a, Taba'ayanawa. When I say a one, while a ball, Hawashinawa, Mayan, Ra, Piyat, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa Allah, Wa Tafara, La Lami, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharian, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim. So, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Rogolka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Taza'oka, Ayad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makorai, Yashamar, Aktapashka, Yahweh, Yashamor, Taza'atka, Wawatka, Mayatha, Wa'ai, Awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'ala shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Hakah in Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Babakashah, Nathanganawa, Hakah, La Pra'ah, Call Makala, or Call Maiwa, Hakah, La Tahor, Hamatazarian, Hakah, La Hakim, Hamakim, Hakah, Arakawah, Hatama'ala, La Garishan, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. The power in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Nanawa, Bayasha'ala, Wahabayah, Sapari, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magun, Hagun. Say the name of loved ones once. Everyone repeats the name once. For those that's on social media, if you have a loved one that you want to, pray for, you just type the name in the chat and we will repeat it. Otherwise, Israelite School UPK, ISUK, Minnesota. all of Israel, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the angels, the generals, the captains, the officers, the students, the troopers, the sisters, the children, all of Israel. By Shemi Awashai, the word Aman. In English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us in Yasha'Allah. In the school, bless Hill shall protect loved ones. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Dam Yalaka, Al Dakarash, for all the Shequat, all Kiyahana, Awapika, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Amaka, Yarayamwa, Sawadah, Ayatha Yatazawa, out to the Punyuka, Amara, the color, when a cup kedam, Magalia, while I as a call, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, the white Tazawa, the Ba, Yakatwa, Alyuka, Barayak, Yakara, Ahoya, Adawam, Waya Shama Aliyam, Moa'ab, Wagaria, Gabor, Wamawan, Wamalak, Palashak, Am Yashavia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Amam, Hayawa, Zerai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalahum, Kamadian, Kasaya Sara'ah, Kayabian, Wanakor, Koyash, one. Nashamatwa, Bayanda Aura, Hayawa, Daman, La Dama, Shathamwa, Nada Yatmawa, Kaira, because of Bak, Katazor, Mana, called Nisa Kumwa, Ashore, Amara, Narishah, Lanawa, Naawa, Alahayim, Alahayab, Shathamwa, Kagor, Kagor, Kakwash, Lapanya Rawaka, Kaash, the Viria Ira, Wakalaba, the Halahat, Talahat, Hurry, Khan, their Thakma, Saraka, Basua Patka, Dalahum, Mala'a, Panyahum, Palawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shaka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Idai, Wayakapawa, Wayabatwa, Wayadaiwa, Kayata, Shaka, Yahawa, Labatka, all you want, I'll call her Rakasa. All right, in English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up a head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy enemies. They have said, come and let us cut them off of being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, the habits of Tyre, the shore also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah, going to them as to the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which bears to endure. They became as dung for the earth, made the nobles like Orib, and like Zeb, yea, all the princes as Zebah, and as Jamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. On my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burns the wood, as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now, to evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school, to evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen. And shake loose the church of the rich of Israel, that refuse to give to the school, force the riches to enter thy sanctuary, to evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites, and the nations, and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Tazi Kamatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit in the life people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, but try to stop us from broadcasting the words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shah, Michael, and Gabriel come down with flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it's the angels that have done it. Cause it to spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake out thy coming in the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you always, so be it. All right, Sar, which means turn in Hebrew. All right. All right. Shavyum, which means to be seated. All right. We'll sign first. All right. There we go. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Shabbat Thom, to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar, Lataba Hashem, Shad, to the sisters. All right. I issued Minnesota with the Sabbath service. We are going to get into, once again, Ezekiel. We are in the 28th chapter, verses 15 through 21. And we have a lot of things to, discuss, okay? But before we get into the actual book of Ezekiel, the 28th chapter, what we're going to do is we are going to get into the Hebrew, all right? And everything that I read into the Hebrew is going to be translated into the actual English. So if you don't have the app, which is so if you have like an Android or iPhone, you can use a concordance, like a Bible concordance. Otherwise, you can use also what is called, a Bible app. But it's not just like a regular Bible app. It's like a Hebrew version. And really what it is, it's called Hebrew Greek Interlinear Bible app, and it allows you to read the actual ancient Hebrew. All right. And so, which is, our language as Hebrews. So that's what we are going to get into right now. Ezekiel. All right. The 28th chapter, verses 15 through 21. 7 verses, all right? Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 15. Damarum, Athah, Barak, Kiak, Mayawam, Habarak, Bun, Oh, I. Okay, yeah, okay. I. B'matazah. Alatha. Bak. Verse 16. Barab. Wakalathak. Wakathak. Salaki. Wakalathak. Malawa. Tawakak. Kamash. Wataka. Wataka. Salaki. What's a Salaki? What's a cat? No. What's a ta? What's a ka? That's how you say it. Oh, shit. Okay. What's a kalal? Ma'ar. Alahayim. Wabatak. Karab. Hazakat. Matawak. Abanawa. Ash. All right, y'all bear with me, Salaki. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. Gonna get back to it. Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 17. Goodbye. Labak. Barupayat. Shabbat. Oh, so like it. Shakat. Kakamayat. Al. Yafathat. Al. Aratazah. Ashakayak. Lapanya. Malakia. With a kayak. Lara'ah. Bak. Verse 18. Marab. Ayak. No, it's like Ayon. Bawa'o. Recall thought. Thon. Salaki. Kala'at. Oh, okay, Salaki. It's like Maquad. Oh, Makwadash. Well, what is that? Ash. Mata Wakat. Kawa'a. A call. A call thought. Not the cat. All right, let me see. Salaki. Let me see. What is that? Ash. Oh, it's like I already read this. All right. What It's like yeah. La Par. Oh. Harataza. La Elenia. Call. Wariak. Verse 19. These damn verses get longer and longer. Goddamn. Yeah. Call. Slide verse 19. Call. Yawad, Ayak, Banayam, Shamum, Alayak, Balaya, Hayat, Wayabanak, Ide, Ayalam, verse 20. Yahaya, Dabar, Yahweh, Al, Lamar, verse 21, last verse. Ban, Adam, Shayam, Paniyak, Paniyak, Al, to the yacht one. Wanabaha, Ayaha. That's it. Right. All right, so lucky that was 7 verses in Hebrew. Okay. Huh? Oh yeah, the what? Yeah, it's good. It's gonna be the right one. The what? I appreciate that. Yeah. So like, so you had a little late start. So like, so just kind of get things ready. So like. All right. So like, so once again, shalom, Yahweh I just gave Minnesota. All right, also increase Maccabi 5,000 Sabbath service. We are going to get into it. We are getting into Ezekiel, of course, 28 through 15 through 21. So chapter 28, 15 through 21. Okay. All right. We are going to get into it. Give me a second here. All right. So for those that have not been at Sabbath service online or in class, the whole story of Ezekiel, the 20th chapter, speaking about Tyrus. Tyrus was a people who had oppressed Israel. And the whole purpose of Tyrus being mentioned was because the Most High spoke with Ezekiel to tell Israel the reason why they were in captivity under Tyrus. So think of Tyrus as Babylon. All right. You had many people who ruled in Babylon. You had many people who ruled in the Roman Empire. You had many people who ruled in just the Syrian, captivity as well. So we always had oppressors over us. The reason why is because we were not following the Most High. We disobeyed His laws, statutes, and commandments. So just think of an order. So just think about a parent who, tells you to do something and you don't do it. It's called disobeying them. You don't follow their rules. And when you don't follow their rules, there's called punishments and consequences. And that's what happened to us. That's what's happening right now in 2023. Because we don't have no, discipline, because we have no order and morality, that's why we're under the hell that we're living in right now. And a lot of us, and when I say a lot of us, I'm not talking about the people in UPK. I'm speaking about the people that are in the world, Israel. They do not understand the hell that we are in because of all the devices that our oppressor has used against us, to the point where we believe that we are living the American dream when we are not. We are living in hell. But the American dream is for, the oppressor. It's not for you. Just always understand that. All right. Oh, also too, sis, if you want to, that wine is there for you if you want to. You sure? Huh? You say you too what? Oh, you get okay. No sweat. But otherwise, it's right there. The camera can't see it like that. So you too wild. So, so Ezekiel 28, it really dives into more details of um, how the Most High is going to be against our oppressor, but at the same time, how it has destroyed us as a people. All right. So if I could read above 15 real quick, just give me a second here. Let me see. Yeah, but it's more about the destruction of our enemy. So if I may read Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 11. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 12, Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyrus. Now, if you know what lamentation is, which, there's a book written by the prophet Jeremiah called Lamentations. Now, the key word of lamentation is lament. Lament just means a deep sorrow, all right? A deep sorrow or regret, so to speak. So a lamentation is, Black and Hispanics and Native Indians being shot down in the streets. That's lamentation. Lamentation is the mother have to bury her child, her children, behind the oppressor's actions. That's lamentation. Lamentation is a 6-year-old boy being shot recently. Damn, where was it? I want to say it was like in Kansas, maybe. A 6-year-old boy being shot by knocking on the wrong door to pick up his siblings. Him being such a good brother to his sisters and his brother, his brothers, he knocked on the wrong door because he had the wrong address, and the reward was him getting shot in the head. Now, thank the Most High and Yahweh Shai for him surviving because he made a full recovery. A lot of people get shot in the head and they don't survive. Now, me personally, I know people who've been shot in the head who died, and I know people who've been shot in the head who have survived, and that's the Lord. All right, that is the Lord. Because you can get shot anywhere on your body and die the wrong way. Some people say that the safest way to get shot is in the leg. That's not really true because there's arteries in your legs. So if you get shot a certain way in your leg, it can make what is called internal bleeding to the point where you die and your organs die. Once again, if you hit an artery, it's lethal. Is that the word? Yeah, like it's fatal. So like that's what I'm looking for. It's fatal. You know what I mean? It still is lethal, but like it's fatal. Like you will still die. So once again, like it's better not to get shot. All right. But at the same time, though, although you may be living a righteous life, still be wise in what you do and how you do life, because our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Just because you are righteous and you serve the Most High fully, entirely, doesn't mean that any harm will come your way. You will be tested. That's why these classes are very much important, because these classes is your training to help you in a situation that may come upon you in life. All the things that we see tragically that happens in the earth, when it comes to our people, that can happen to you. But now, how do you prepare for that? Is the question. You have to come to class. You have to get that counsel. You have to really get the full stance of what really happened in that situation. We are not FBI agents. We are not the cops. We are not the police, but we are men of the Lord, and we analyze and dissect everything for what it is to get the full understanding. And that's what we do in life and in the Bible. All right. So, with that being said, Salaki, verse 12, Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyrus, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord God, power, thou sealest up the sum full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. So this is saying that the Most High is going to close out that wisdom and that beauty. So the wisdom and beauty is, okay, so when someone runs an empire, they have wisdom and knowledge of how to run an empire, because you are going to need a team. in order to run something. If you want to be on a cheerleader squad, you are going to have a team. If you want to do any sports, you're going to have a team. When you are running a big corporation that is famous, like, Microsoft, Apple, better yet, America, you're going to have a team who's going to have that knowledge, that wisdom, and the beauty. The beauty of it is the fact that everything looks good, but behind closed doors, everything is not beautiful at all. You know what I mean? So like, let me see. So like, let's talk about phone companies and clothing companies. The reason why people have Androids and iPhones, Victoria's Secret, it's something else that I'm listening to. All these big name brands, it's because the people in prison, they make your products. Believe it or not, there are workshops in prisons all over the earth. A big article came out about it very, very long ago, probably about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Your products that you love from Amazon, that you love from Shein, that you love from all these places, they are being made in workshops, sweatshops, illegally, meaning that the people are being oppressed. They are being against their will to make these products. So even when you have done a crime and you are in prison or in jail, you are still working, you're slaving. Prison is the new slavery. Well, it's not really new. It's been slavery. Just like sharecropping was slavery. Just like you working a 9 to 5 is a slavery. You know what I mean? There are people, the oppressor, white people who are above you, and they sleep all day and night, and they make millions. They make millions all the time, while you are slaving and you are in debt all the time. Once again, that is a lamentation. But anyway, thou sealest up the sum, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. That's what the Most High is speaking about as far as Tyrus. Tyrus is going to be shut down. It's going to be destroyed. Once again, this is our oppressor being destroyed. And this has been going on for about 2 or 3 chapters where the Most High has said in detail to Ezekiel how they are going to be destroyed, while Ezekiel is telling them how they're going to be destroyed. In the process, also too, Israel has been in a mix to where they have been, affected by it. But the Bible does say, what does it say? Come out of her, my people, and seek not, don't be a part of their plagues. I'm paraphrasing. Now, when you come out of America, you have to get all of it out of you and off of you. What that means is the way of life of America, truly what America really is, you have to get that spirit off of you. Because if you don't, you're going to be unalive by it. You know what I mean? Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to all the, social medias that want to flag us right away because you can't say certain words. But you are going to be unalive. You are going to be unalive by this place if you live by it. To be American means to be a criminal. To be American means that you have no accountability of what you do and how you do it and what you say. You are free. This is the land of freedom, right? That's not the truth. Because what about those Black and Hispanic and Native Indians that are 2 million, over 2 million in the prison system? And General Hyman just went over this. If you don't know who General Hyman is, you got to watch ISUPK online classes on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. This is the second in command general of the ISUPK. He said, he asked Alexa, how many people in 2023 are in prison and who make up that group? It said Black and Hispanics make up over 2 million, close to 3 million people in the jail system, or in the prison system. That's a problem. And the question that you should ask is, how is that? Why is that? Now, all Black and Hispanics and Native Indians ain't criminals. Now, if we are a criminal, ask yourself, where did it come from? Was it by birth? No. Was it in our genetics? No. Just think about the conditions that they have been in for over over thousands and thousands of years, because I can't even say over 400 years. Over thousands and thousands of years. Because even in the Bible, there was oppression, just like I mentioned earlier. Babylonian captivity, which we are talking about right now. Assyrian captivity, the Roman captivity, you name it. Egypt captivity, you name it. You even have, like, you have the Japanese, the Chinese, the Arabs, the whites, the East Indians, the Africans. They all oppress Black and Hispanic and Native Indians. Right now, we are under the captivity of who? Our oppressor, who is the white man, who we call the devil, that the Bible speaks of, because that's what he is. He's the one that is deceiving the earth. Nobody else is deceiving the earth except for him. And he's doing a great job of that. Because in 2023, you believe what? God loves everybody? Good night. God really loves everybody, huh? Wow. Okay. God loves everybody. No. He loves a specific people. And the proof is in the Bible. Romans 9:13. Jacob have I loved, but Esau, Jacob I love, but Esau have I hated. So the Most High hates Esau. There's hate in the Bible, and it's righteous. And even King David said the same thing. Good night. But all right, so moving on, verse 13. Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone was thy covering. The sapphire, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, the emerald, and the caracal, and the gold. The workmanship of thy tabrets and of thy pipes was prepared in thee in the day that thou wast created. So now, once again, let me see, hold on. Select it. Hold on one second, Salah. Give me a second here. Make sure this is correct. Let's see. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten the riches, thou hast gotten the silver. Okay. Okay. So this is talking about the glory. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So this is talking about the glory of Tyrus. How Tyrus had so much luxury, so much wealth, and just so much glory, right? It's talking about all the precious things that Tyrus had, right? So okay, so all right, this story right here with Ezekiel 28 with the king of Tyrus is no different than King Pharaoh. King Pharaoh, like there's a scripture in the Bible where it talks about how the Most High built up Pharaoh to be, great and amazing, just for the purpose to destroy him. And that's what the Most High is doing with the king of Tyrus. So at first it talked about the greatness of Tyrus. Now it's talking about the destruction of Tyrus at the same time. And if you know anything about what I just read in verse what is it? 13. So sardis, topaz, diamonds, beryl, onyx, jasper, sapphire, and emeralds, and caracal and gold. A lot of you people probably don't know what half of that shit is. But if you know what an onyx is, it's a very expensive black rock that's very precious. It's not rough. It's very smooth. It's very delicate. Of course, everybody knows what gold is. I got gold right here, gold right there. everybody knows how gold is, how much value it has. So a sapphire is so useful to the point where they use sapphire for a lot of things. Let me see. Hold on. Don't correct me, but I think they use sapphire for alcohol too. I believe that's how useful it is. Um, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Y'all bear with me real quick. So sapphire is used for jewelry. It's used for a lot of things. Also, too, um, some of the glass bottles that they use for the sapphire liquor. That's I believe it's Bombay Sapphire, which is a gin. You know what I mean? I cannot do gin. Boy, yeah, I had some terrible experiences with gin. You know how they say gin will make you sin? Gin is something that is terrible. You know what I mean? Like gin is something that might like it really wipes your mind out. You feel me? But anyway, some of the glasses that they use sapphire as well. Okay, and once again, like it has a lot of value. It has a lot of usage, just like all the other stuff that I mentioned as well. Beryl, goddamn, the UFOs that's mentioned in the scriptures is use of beryl. All right, and beryl is a very pretty color, a very beautiful color. Okay, you know, a lot of UPK sisters be rocking it, at the Passover and certain, cookouts and events and things of that sort. But moving on, this is talking about the all the good things that Tyrus, the king of Tyrus, had at one point in time, but now it's being stripped away from them. Verse 14: Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of God. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire. Let me keep going. It's still talking about the glory of King Tyrus, of what he did, or so like of what they did as a whole. Verse 15. Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that was thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou wast created. So iniquity was found in thee. Verse 16. By the multitude of thy merchandise, they have filled the midst of thee with violence, and thou hast sinned. Therefore, I will cast thee as a profane out of the mountain of God, and I will destroy thee, O covering cherub, from the midst of the stones of fire. So it's talking about once again what's going to happen in detail of the destruction of our oppressor. Verse 17, thine heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground, and I will lay thee before kings, that they may behold thee. Once again, it's talking about the destruction that's going to happen. All right. And once again, okay, like for example, right, the Most High is responsible for giving our oppressor power. And a lot of people may be confused, like, why would the Most High give power to our enemies? Because in the scriptures of Deuteronomy, because we sin against the Most High, it's called a punishment. Now, there's a scripture in the book of Isaiah where it talks about how our oppressor took it upon himself to abuse that power. That's why when you think about police brutality, when you think about all the evil things that's going on to Black and Hispanics, just understand that that is our oppressor on one hand, but at the same time, it's the Most High trying to speak to us, trying to give us a message. Because Ezekiel, Jeremiah, and all the prophets, Yahweh Shah was not enough. Is what it seems like. He was not enough to tell Black and Hispanic people to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. It wasn't enough. And now, I do understand. I remember how sin used to taste, and sin tastes good to a lot of people. I get it. But now, although it used to taste good, you have to fight that urge. Just like you want to fast and you want to stop, this and that as far as your diet. Junk food tastes good to children. Oh, absolutely. That's sugar. That all those things taste very beautiful and good. But what you have to understand is, in order to serve the Most High, you have to fight the thing that feels good. To serve the Most High, you are going to be uncomfortable. But it's a good uncomfortable in the sense that it's going to change you to make you better. That's what's going to help you in life. Because everything that feels good is not good for you. Always understand that. Ain't nothing wrong with having a drink, right? Ain't nothing wrong with having a drink, but too much of it make you feel good at first, but at the end of the day, it's going to hurt you. How does it hurt you? It can hurt your organs. It can hurt your brain. It can hurt your body. Also, too, it's going to hurt your relationships with people. Now, drugs is out of the question because drugs is not lawful, nor can you do it in moderation. You can't do it at all. That's what's going to hurt you as well. And it's going to do the same thing with the relationships that you have with people, your family, your children, people in the social world, outside of your workspace, at work. That's what's going to destroy you. So you got to be careful. You want to say something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I have a precept where when you said like sin tastes good. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? But we know how it should be. We don't do it anyway.
Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah.
But I don't want to read it. Can you read it?
Yeah. What's the precept?
Romans 7:15.
Okay, I got you. All right. You said 7 and what?
Romans 7 and 15.
15. Okay. It's funny because it just popped up on my phone. All right. Let's see. Romans chapter 7, verse 15. For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that do I not. But what I hate, that do I. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, all right. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. All right. Most High in Christ. Yes. I haven't saw this precept in a few months. And so this is Paul. Paul is pretty much telling the brothers in Rome. Romans is the book, Rome is the place. So Paul is telling the brothers and sisters in Rome, he's writing a letter, and he's saying, for that which I do, I allow not. So he's saying the thing that he's pretty much speaking in the sense of the things that I used to allow, I do not. Meaning I don't do those things anymore. For what I would, that I do not. So things that he would allow, he doesn't allow it anymore. It shows you the type of discipline and the strength that he has. Now also too, Paul is the same brother who prayed to the Most High because of these same urges that he was having as far as sin. He prayed to the Most High and said, hey, I'm paraphrasing, Lord, if you can take these things away from me, these urges, this thorn that is like, at my side. So think about a flower a flower has a thorn sometimes, certain flowers. And, the thorns is it looks beautiful, but when you pick at it, it stabs you. You know what I mean? It's, think about something that just constantly just stabbing at you. Something that's always just like a irritation to you. You know what I mean? And Paul pretty much asked the Most High, can you take this thing away from me? And the Most High said, no, you are going to have to deal with it. Because you being reminded of, now my mercy is just enough, is what he said. Paraphrasing all of this. My mercy is just enough for you. But that urge is to let you know you have to deal with that. And you dealing with that is going to make you fight more and more not to do that thing that you really want to do. because it's a reminder. You know what I mean? You want to say something, Salah?
I was just gonna say this is a scripture I go to when I'm dealing with family members, like those ones who still smoke and they talk to me or like
Yeah.
celebrate holidays or eat pork, whatever it may be. They like, don't you miss it? Don't you wish you could still? And it's like, yeah, that was fun and everything. Like it was fun, and everything. It was cool when I was doing it, but I'd rather not do it to serve God. You know what I'm saying? So even if it's like, dang, I'm not gonna say I hate not doing it. It's like my love for it, doing it don't supersede my love for the Most High.
Hey, damn right, damn right. That's not Christ. That was well said, well said. Absolutely. Yeah, because I mean, I mean, absolutely. Like, I mean, man, it's just such a curse to have flesh. It's such a goddamn curse to have flesh because, I mean, you want to do all types of things. You know what I mean? And I put myself on Front Street. You know what I mean? Yeah, I put myself on Front Street. Why not? Why not? Also too, like there were things where I never had temptations of ever, and like I almost did it. Like I almost destroyed my life by sleeping with a person who I knew wasn't worthy of me. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like before I actually got into a real marriage, I almost married somebody to where like it was out of lust. You know what I mean? Alcohol was involved. It's a lot, dude. Alcohol was involved, and just it wasn't real or genuine. You know what I mean? And I thank the Most High that I was able to get that message in my head, like, nah, this is wrong. You know what I mean? Like, don't do it. Don't destroy your life. You know what I mean? But eventually, that woman, or still like that female, I should say, that female that I almost destroyed my life with. I knew in the back of my head that this person was going to jump on the next ride or the next coochie, for that matter. Come to find out, yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? So thank the Most High that I did the right thing by stopping everything in that track, in the tracks. You feel me? And I thank the Lord for that because flesh is very convincing. You know what I mean? That demon in your head that wants you to do the thing that is against the Most High. It can be very convincing. But my thing is, nothing bad happens when you serve the Lord. In a sense of, when you serve the Lord, it's always a reward. You feel me? Now, serving the Most High, things can happen to you. It's very dangerous. How do we know? Because of Christ. You know what I mean? Shalom, little Christ. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, when it comes to serving the Most High, it can't put a target on your back for a lot of things because of the captivity or the place that we live. It's very understandable. Look, John the Baptist, he was not in the truth, but even him trying to be righteous in a sense, it cost him his head, literally. He had exposed a woman for committing adultery. That woman told a priest, hey, I want his head cut off. But she was wrong. She whored on her man. And because John the Baptist decided to tell the truth, it cost him his life. Because Yahweh Shai told the truth and taught what the Most High told him to teach, it cost him his life. The brother Stephen in the Bible. Stephen taught the truth, and because of it, men really killed him, or so like it. Men unalived him because of that. You know what I mean? It's a story that I barely heard about until Jeremiah spoke about it, and he spoke about how he don't like to read about it, and the reason being is because Stephen was a hardcore soldier. He was very diligent, very zealous when it came to the work of the Lord, and because of it, it cost him his life, and it's devastating. It's like reading about Christ. It's like reading about also to another story in the Maccabees. When you talk about the Feast of Dedication, the Feast of Hanukkah, when those 7 men and their mother had got killed because they didn't want to eat swine. Now you niggas see why we say you should not eat swine. And also too, the swine flu, like I mean, the swine flu killed a lot of people. It actually killed millions of people, just like COVID-19 did. But y'all still don't get it. Y'all still think that y'all are entitled in some way, somehow. No sweat. If you want to, go after your lust, you shall seek the reward of your lust. So be it. Go ahead. No. You got to go ahead. You sure? No, talk to us. Shit. Go ahead.
I was just gonna bring up the story of Hanukkah.
Yeah.
With the brothers who all died because they didn't want to, just eat pork. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like people put their life on the line just to smoke. You get me? Or just to go to the strip club, or just to be a whore, or just to have a. So like I don't know what I can say.
Good.
But I was gonna say like literally like in the biblical days, it was honestly costing them their life. Now coming to truth will like cost you a fallout with your mama. You know what I'm saying? Even with your family or people telling you in the cult.
Yeah.
But it's like it's so rewarding.
No, it really is. Also, so like, if I may, like, I'm glad you said that because like when I was a trooper, and I mean, as you know, I came to the school because my cousin Kunayala, he was telling me about the school and stuff like that. At first, I was listening because I mean, like, I've been around him since birth.
Right.
I mean, like he's a friend. He's a father figure. He's a brother. He's he's my cousin. I mean, he's really a lot of things to me. But now, it was something like it was something that he said that got my attention, as far as just like the truth. But the thing that really caught my eye at first, he had mentioned this purple group who I would not say their name. At first, I was watching them. I'm like, fake Israelite, I'm like, it was still Christian based on how they were saying certain things as far as the Bible. Now, they made a lot of good points as far as certain things out of the Bible, but it wasn't driving me home.
Right.
But now, when I heard Commander Junior Hana's voice, and also too, you had mentioned something, last night about Captain Mashak's video. Now, I don't know, I cannot remember for the life of me what video this was of Commander Junior Hana, but Commander Junior Hana, he had said something. His voice, his delivery, the scriptures that he was bringing out, it captured me. And I'm like, damn, like I never heard nobody speak about this before, or the Bible. And in my mind, I knew like this is not a Christian. This is not no church person. You feel me? Like I'm like, damn, like this is heavy. And I'm thinking, like I had so many questions. Why is he outside? Why does he have a microphone? Why is he like? Is he in the middle of the street or like is he on the sidewalk? It has so many questions. Like also too, how come none of the pastors of all the churches that I've been to as a child, how come they never spoke about this? Also too, I don't hear music in the background. All I hear is just rawness of the scriptures, and that's what got me. I'm like, good fucking night. I'm like, all right, okay, I'm listening. Go ahead. You got it.
Another thing, like you said, like when I first heard about I just heard about Hebrew Israelites and that we were the Hebrew Israelites. So I was just on YouTube doing my own research, and when you hear the fake Israelite groups, it's like they bringing out scriptures and you can agree, but when you hear like ISUK, the home of truth, it just drives it home. You know what I'm saying? I think I heard Captain Mashak, then I watched General Muhammad. Then it was like Kodash Sayan, and all three of them back to back just drove it home, It make you pay attention rather than the other fake Hebrew Israelite groups. I was just skipping through the videos like, oh, this sounds cool.
You can't focus.
Yeah, you can't grasp it.
It's just so much going on. It screams no decency and order, no discipline. It just I don't know. And then also too like okay, I never paid attention to they clothing, like eyes or whatever at first, But like, I mean, I thought it was cool, but I didn't really pay attention too much. It was more about what they were saying. You know what I mean? But when I see fake Israelites and shit like that, and I know the scriptures for what it is, the full breakdown, the spirit of it, they don't give you the spirit of the scriptures. It just seems like they're just Christians, like they really are Christians. And like I don't know how to stress it, but like I might have to do a class to where I can break it down to where like they just really look like Christians. And the UPK is just a complete difference. Look, even on Clubhouse last night, I was on Clubhouse. This sister, two or three sisters who are in the world, they shouted out UPK. They said out of all the Israelite groups that they have affiliate or not affiliated, all the Israelite groups that have been on Clubhouse, that's been in their rooms, in their clubs and stuff like that, the only one that's been very super nice and generous, even when they call you out of your name respectfully, they said ISUK has always been the ones. You feel me? Like you feel me? Like Shorty said, even when they call you out of your name respectfully, when you are just being an actual bitch, being just clamorous and all this other stuff. She said, even when they really call you out on your bullshit, they still respectful. She said they have been nothing but been very generous, been very nice and respectful. Meanwhile, everybody else, they can't hold that same standard as UPK. Like, come on, man. This is the home of the truth. Go ahead, you got it. Go ahead. You got it. Go ahead. Hey, this is your show. You got it.
So like,
you got
can y'all please bring back starting the ISUPK videos? I remember the first few videos I watched, and even when I was in the truth for like a year, it was still like the video used to come on like, if you not in the ISUPK, you're not in the truth. Like that. I think that hit home for me too. Like when I was going through YouTube, I was just watching camps. But when I got to a class and that flashed across the screen, like I knew it was about to get real. Like even though I never heard like the class, but when that flashed across the screen, like I knew it was gonna get serious. So if y'all could bring that back.
I'm glad you said that. It's called a disclaimer.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I put that in my notes after class. I got you. Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I think that's really important. Because Yanabar, I saw a comment a few days ago. Someone was like, "Oh, are y'all just like such and such group?" And it's like, hell no. Like, so I hate having even to explain that because a lot of people just don't understand and they don't know. But I mean, they will find out. Anyway, I'm gonna finish these last few verses and then we're gonna get into the prayers. So. Okay, most of my all right. Well, let's see here. Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 19. And by the way, that was good. I mean, everything that you said was very, very much on topic and just great. The water. You're in the bottom. That's what. Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 19. All they that know thee among the people shall be astonished at thee. Thou shalt be a terror, and never shalt thou be any more. All right, so once again, I love that precept, by the way, because what it's saying, when it says all they that know thee among the people shall be astonished at thee. The word astonished means to be surprised. So like when you see something that's out of the ordinary, and you're like, what the hell? Like it's like you just walking down the street and you see like a big ass car accident. You just like, oh my God, like what the hell? Like you just so surprised. It's like, what's going on? So in the sense of King Tyrus, the king of Tyrus, people that know King Tyrus, the people round about, they're going to be astonished because they're going to be like, how did you fall? It's no different than Isaiah, the 14th chapter, when it says, "O Lucifer, son of the morning, O Lucifer, how thou, how thou hast fallen." You know what I mean? Like, how have you fallen? You know what I mean? And because you made the whole earth to tremble. To make the earth tremble, meaning that you have destroyed and you have done things against people in the earth to make them fall underneath your power, your destruction. And so that's what that's talking about. All right. So once again, thou shalt be a terror and never shalt thou be anymore. So it's going to be such a bad thing for King Tyrus to the point that people are not going to want to deal with King Tyrus anymore. They're going to be a terror. It's not such a fear of where like you don't want to deal with them in the sense that you fear them. It's more like the consequences of you dealing with these people. It's not like, okay, I'm scared of Pharaoh because Pharaoh is going to cut my head off. It's more like, no, I can't deal with the king of Egypt because if I deal with them, somebody else is going to cut my head off. You feel me? So it's a difference. Now, I'd rather be on the side of the Most High than on the side of the oppressor. Because on the side of the Most High, you have what is called mercy. Now, on the side of the oppressor, 9 times out of 10, you have no mercy. You know what I mean? I mean, the oppressor sees you in his chambers, and you are going to have 100 years, when you might not even have 100 years to live in the prison system at all. They give you triple or double sentences. Now, the Most High may give you a sentence, but he will still keep you alive. He may still work with you. He may give you a grace period of time. Our oppressor don't do that unless the Most High is with you. Now, however, if you end up in the Most High, if you end up in in the oppressor's hands and you serve the Most High, you still may be punished, yes, but the Most High may put something in that oppressor's mind to give you some type of mercy. So at first you was looking at 40 years. You may just get 15. You may just get probation, maybe. You never know. But I mean, it's better. Once again, it's better to be on the Most High side than to be on the oppressor's side. I pray you understand. All right. Let me keep going. Verse 20. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 21, Son of man, set thy face against Zidon and prophesy against it. Now I'm going to read verse 22. So go ahead. And say, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I am against thee, O Zidon, or Zion, and I will be glorified in the midst of thee. And they shall know that I am the Lord when I shall have executed judgments in her, and shall be sanctified in her. So that's talking about once the Most High comes to destroy. And Zidon, verse once again, is a heathen people. All right. So not Zion, but Zidon. So Zidon. Zidon is a heathen people, and the Most High is reiterating to Ezekiel, once I come to destroy them, they should know who did destroy them. It should be very evident. It's going to be me, the Most High. I am the Lord, the God who has done this. And the Most High says this in damn near almost every Bible a chapter that you can read of. He always reiterate who is doing it. It's him. He is the one. And once again, for those out there that say that the Most High is he's all love, the Most High does have love, absolutely. His mercy is what's love. That long suffering not to kill you or to like unlife you is very much love. But also too, he does hate his enemies. That is in the Bible. So do not forget about that. Okay. So with that being said, you got any questions or anything you want to add on? Okay, no sweat. All right. Okay. Well, with that being said, go ahead and get up and say imagine. Imagine, which means to stand. No, so what? Yeah, we actually do this because that be actually funny. Yeah, the water though. I said you be on, huh? The water. All right. All right. Bear with me. It's a lot here. I know. Okay. All right. Y'all bear with me with the horns. A lot of people. Once again, I'm Majum Pani Hakadam, which is the Rasa East. All right. I'm going to get into the Lord's Prayer. Repeat after me. In Hebrew, Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayat, Shabkat, Yahweh, Malach Watka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayat, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayat, Bashamayim, Nathan, Lanaw, Lakam, Ko, Yawam, Wasalakanaw, Kawatanaw, Kasalakanaw, Kawatinaw, Pala'ah, Taba'ah, Wanasaya one, Above, Hawashina one, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wakapara, La'alam, Aman, and in English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom, come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. Psalms number 21 in Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al, Kaharia, Mayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Kana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'al, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Ayah, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wairak, Kalayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makara, Yashamar, Napashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wabawaka, Mayatha, Wa'ai, Awalam. In English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'al shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall reserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and forevermore. Rakah in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bashim Yahushai. The Saladau. Rakah. Lafa'ah. Kar Makalah. Wakal. Madawa. Rakah. Latahar. Hamatazari. Rakah. The Hakim. Hamati. Rakah. Al. Rakawat. Hatam Allah. Lagarshan. Bashan. Yahushua,
Yahushua,
the what?
the water,
Amon.
Amon,
In English, Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahushua,
in the name of Yahushua.
please give us the
Please give us the
power to heal all manner of
the
sickness
power to heal all manner of sickness
and all manner of disease,
and all manner of disease,
the power to cleanse the lepers,
the power to cleanse the lepers,
the power to raise the dead,
the power to raise the dead,
the power against unclean spirits,
the power against unclean spirits,
to cast them out.
to cast them out.
In the name of
In
Yahushua,
the name of Yahushua,
thank you.
thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Bless Israel. In Hebrew, Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua,
Barak Lanahu.
Barak Lunawa,
Vayasha'al.
Wayashara,
Wahabayah.
Wahabaya,
Sapari.
Saparia,
Barak.
Barak,
Rafa'ah.
Rafa'ai,
Magun.
Magun,
Hagun.
Hagun.
Say the name of loved ones once. Everyone repeats the name once. For those on social media, if you have a loved one you want to speak for or pray for, Salaki, just put it in the chat. Otherwise, those in the room, you may begin.
The house of Kodash Sayan,
House of Kudasayan,
Sapar,
Sapporo,
Tazaya,
Tazayah,
Makawana,
Makawana,
Shara,
Shara, Izara,
Izara,
Marakapa,
Morakapa,
Israelite School UPK,
Israelite School UPK,
all of Israel,
all of Israel,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
the generals,
the generals,
the captains,
the captains,
the officers,
the
the
officers,
troopers,
the
the
troopers,
students,
the
the
students,
sisters,
the sisters,
all of Israel,
all of Israel, Maccabea,
Maccabi, what? Ayar,
Ayar,
Brother Miguel,
Brother Miguel,
Bashim Yahushua, Kawani
Kawam Yahweh,
Tanagaba,
Kanagabar,
Bashim Yahushua,
Hashem Yahushua,
Tawara Aman.
the Wadama.
In English, Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
bless us in Yasha'al,
bless us in Yahshua,
in the school,
and the school.
bless,
Bless,
heal,
heal,
shield,
shield,
protect
protect,
loved ones.
the loved
In
ones.
the name of Yahushua,
In the name of Yahushua,
thank you.
thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Am,
Al,
Namiyalaka,
Damalaka,
Arla Karash,
All Lakarash,
All Dashakwat,
All Bashapar,
All,
All
Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Awabyaka,
Awabika,
Yahamayawan,
Yahama Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al Amaka,
Amaka,
Yarayamwa,
Yara Yaman,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayatha,
Hoyata,
Yatazawa,
Yatazawa,
Al,
Al,
to the select, to the Wapanika,
Tazi Yapanika,
Amara,
Amara,
the cow,
Akawa,
when the cock get down,
when the cock get down,
Magaya,
Magalia,
Wala A,
when the eye,
Yasakar,
Yasakar,
Sham Yasha'al,
Sham Yashara,
Iwada,
Iwada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawatazawa,
Nawa Tazo,
Laba,
Labat,
Yakatwa,
Yakawa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Baria,
Varya,
Yakawa,
Yakawa,
Ahoji,
Ahawi,
Adawam,
Adawan,
Wayashama Allah,
Wayashmai Allah,
Yam,
Yam,
Mawa Abba,
Mama Allah,
Wahagari,
Wahakari,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Waimawan,
Waimawan,
Wamalak,
Marwanwa,
Palashat,
Palasha,
Am Yashavia,
Yashabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gam Ashawar,
Gom, Ashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Awam,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarwa,
Zarai,
Labanya,
Labanya,
Lawat,
Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Asha,
Asha,
Laham,
Laham,
Kamadian,
Kamarian,
Kasayat,
Kasaya,
Sara'at,
Sara'an,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Banako,
Banako,
Koyash,
Koyash,
one,
One,
Nashamadwa,
Nashimadwa,
Bayan,
Bayan,
the Ara,
the Ara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adama,
La Adama,
Chathama,
Shanyathamwa,
Nada,
Nada,
Ya,
Yar,
Mawa,
Moa,
Kaira,
Kaira,
Wakasabak,
Wakazabak,
I'm sorry, it's like Wakazabak.
Wakazabak,
Now, Wakazabak,
Wakazabak,
Wakatazol,
Wakatazal,
Manai,
Manai,
Ko,
Ka,
Nasakomba,
Nasaikama,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amara,
Amarva,
Narashah,
Narasha,
Lanawa,
Lagawa,
Af,
Ak,
Naawa,
Naawa,
Alahayim,
Alhaya,
Alahaya,
Alhaya,
Chathama,
Shatama,
Kagogala,
Kagagala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapania,
Lapanya,
Rawaka,
Rawaka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Kabira,
Kabira,
Yaira,
Yaira,
Wa,
Wa,
Kalaba,
Kalaba,
Dalahat,
Dalahat,
Hari,
Haria,
Khan,
Khan,
Dardapma,
Laerdama,
Basarika,
Asarika,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapatka,
Wapaka,
Dalahum,
Dalahom,
Mala'a,
Malai,
Dardapma,
Laerdama,
Basarika,
Basarika,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapatka,
Wapaka,
Dalahum,
Dalahom,
Panyahum,
Panyahom,
Qualawan,
Kalawan,
Waya,
Waya,
Wakwashwa,
Bakwashwa,
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 Shamka,
Shankwa,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Waya,
Waya,
Bahal,
Bahawa,
Ayah,
Ai,
Waya,
Waya,
Kapara,
Kapara,
Waya,
Waya,
Abad,
Abad,
Waya,
Waya,
the Iowa,
the Ira,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha,
Ada,
Shamka,
Shanka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labaka,
Labaka,
All You One,
Aluwan,
All,
Al,
Call,
Ka,
Ha,
Ha,
Arakaza,
Irataza,
in English, give not thy silence,
keep not thy silence,
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
hold not thy peace,
hold not thy
and
peace,
be not still,
and be not still,
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
hello,
hello,
the enemies make a tumult,
the enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee,
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head,
have lifted up the head,
they have taken crafty counsel
they have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy
and
people,
consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden
They have
ones.
said,
They have said,
come,
come,
let's cut them off from being a nation,
let us cut them off from being a nation,
that the name of Yasha Allah
that the name of Yahshua
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance,
For they have consulted together with one consent.
for they are consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee,
They are confederate against thee,
the tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the
of
Ishmaelites,
Moab,
and Moab,
and Hagarim,
and Hagarenes,
Kabal,
Kabal,
Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines who inhabit the Tyre.
the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Ashur also is joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of Lot,
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
doing to them as to the Midianites,
do unto them as unto the Midianites,
as the Sisera,
as the Sisera,
as the Jabin,
as the Jabin,
as the brook Kisan,
as the brook Kisan,
which prayers are endured.
what prayers shall endure.
They became as dung for the earth,
They became as dung for the earth,
make noise like a rib,
making noise like a rib,
and like Zeb.
and like Zed.
Yea,
Yea,
are the prince as a Ba,
are the princes as Ba,
and as a woman,
and as a woman,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the house of Yahweh in possession.
On my power,
O my power,
make it like a wheel,
make it like a wind,
as a stubble before the wind,
as a stone before the wind,
as a fire burns the wood,
as a fire burneth the wood,
as the flames set the mountains on fire.
as the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So first give them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Lord,
O Lord,
let it be confounded in trouble forever.
let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let it be put to shame and perish,
let them be put to shame and perish,
that men may know that thou,
that men may know that thou,
whose name belongs to Yahweh,
whose name belongs to
art the
Yahweh,
most high over all the earth.
art the most high over all the earth.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and
and
earth,
all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
in the name of Yahweh,
listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now,
right now,
to use the curses,
and even the
and
curses,
punishment, destruction
and punishment and
to
destruction
the heathen
to the
that
heathen
speak against us,
that speak against
thy
us,
prophets,
thy prophets,
the teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
the
the
princes,
priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the school,
and the schools,
to use the curses,
and even the curses,
punishment, destruction
punishment and
to the
destruction
heathen,
to the
and
heathen,
shake loose
and shake
the
loose
treasure of the rich of Israel,
the church of the rich of
and
Israel,
refuse to get to the school,
that refuse to give to the school,
force their riches,
force thy
to
riches
thy
to
sanctuary,
enter thy
to
sanctuary,
use the curses,
to even the curses,
punishment, destruction
punishment and
to
destruction
the Edomites,
to the Edomites,
and the nations,
and the nations,
and the drug dealers,
and the drug
the
dealers,
court system,
the court system,
the prison system,
prison systems,
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood,
All of those are somebody. Somebody. All of those are our enemies.
all the governments are enemies.
MLS and the guys that army,
Even like two guys in our
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church,
the Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
skinheads,
skinheads,
Osmotism,
Cosmopolitan,
the gay movement,
the gay movement,
the lesbian movement,
the lesbian movement,
spies,
spies,
works of witchcraft,
works of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
NASA space program,
Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marines,
Marines,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the internet
open up the internet,
and the airwaves,
and airways,
give access channel,
cable access
and the
channel,
radio channel.
and the radio channel,
Convict the spirit in thy people
convict the spirit of any of thy people
that seek to stop us
that seek to stop us,
and bring swift destruction
and bring swift
to
destruction
all the evil
to all the
that
evil
stand in the way
that stand in the way
and try to stop
and
us
try to stop
and
us
broadcast your word
from broadcasting your
to
word
So like throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Through the earth and consume.
Through the earth and consume.
Let the place hit the house of the thief.
Let the place hit the house of the thief.
And the murder.
And the murders.
Let Yahweh Shai.
Let Yahweh Shai.
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Down to flying saucers.
Come down with the flying saucers.
Punish all the heathens.
And punish all the
They
heathens.
come up against us.
That come against
As
us.
speak thy word.
As we speak thy word.
As we know by all.
Cause we know by all.
That the angels have done it.
That the angels have done it.
Cause spread through the media.
Cause to spread through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at that coming.
Cause them to shake at that coming.
Name Yahweh Shai.
And then Yahweh Shai.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it. Wait, did we skip a one?
So, huh? No, I don't think so. You sure? Okay. So long. All right. That concludes the Sabbath service. Shalom, Israel.